guys, I'm Inshara Matana from Troop 81223. This is a video of my presentation to my friends, my family, and my community members and younger Girl Scouts of my Gold Award project at the North Edison Public Library. Everybody, thank you for coming today to see my presentation. I'm Inshara, and this is my Gold Award project, and I'm part of Troop 81223. Sorry for the delay. Okay, so for the people who don't know what a Gold Award is, it's basically one of the highest achievements of a Girl Scout, and you have to choose a topic that you're passionate about, and you have to go address it, and it can be like anywhere in the world. And from this, you basically help people, and you also learn many things yourself. You learn like communication skills, you learn leadership skills, you learn how to send emails professionally to people you're working with, because usually you have an advisor you're working with, or like a institution or a company you're working with. That way it'll be easier for you to do. And this project has to be sustainable, meaning it has to be continued after you finish it. So my Gold Award was on women empowerment. My goal was to help women become more aware about jobs and how to get jobs, and help them financially, if anything, make them more aware about how to become better in the financial status for their family, and also to just tell them to get over the social norms of whatever they're hearing and make them more confident in themselves. So how did I do this? I work with this institution called SVYM, and it's basically stands for Swami Vivekananda Youth Movement. And this institution, they already had villages and slums that they were financially helping, but not all the women exactly had jobs, just the men had jobs, and all the children were not going to school, or they would go to school but they wouldn't go to college, so they would only get like certain amount of education. And I wanted to make it so all the kids would go to college, all the women would have jobs and would be confident in themselves. And my advisor was from the Viveka Institute of Indian Studies, and she was the one who helped me through this. So first I went to a slum, and so basically when I did this, I basically called my visits field visits. So my first visit was the slum, and it was named Mani Vilasa Mohana slum. And these are the problems they had there, and kind of like they had like drinking. The men had drinking problems, and I helped the women get jobs because they knew how to sew. They weren't very educated on health over there. They just kind of took it for granted. So I held like a workshop for them, and I talked about dengue and like to be careful with mosquitoes. And I also educated the children, being like, I told them, hey guys, you need to go on further into college, you need to talk to your parents about this. And I also talked like to the few of the families about like their problems or anything. So how did I do this? The first day I went there, I first tried to find out like what the problem exactly was. And then I came back and I was like, what do I do? And then I figured out maybe I could talk to them, and then I can, if that does not work, I'll get help from the institution and see what they can do, because they were connected with the government, so that would help. So first I took the drinking problem. I asked if all the men could like come to like in this like kind of like workshop kind of thing, and I talked to them, and I told them, hey guys, and I told them like the disadvantages of drinking, and I told them how it affects them. Like, you might not know about this when this happens, but this happens, and you need to like be aware of this. At first they did not trust me. They were like, who are you to tell me this? And then I like showed them like the facts, and then they started to like believe me a little bit and trust me. But I could not do this all in one day, so I did tell the institute to get like a health workshop for them and tell them to go like a doctor to educate them and make sure that they like go into rehabilitation. That way their drinking would stop. And it has stopped. That I got reply from the institute advisors telling me that the rates have decreased and that they are using their money not for drinking but instead for helping their families. I also helped the women get jobs. So how I did the same type of concept. I also like kept on talking with like the women, and the women, I asked them first, what do you guys want to do? And they told me, we want to get out of the house and we want to do some work. We're tired of staying in the house and always, we're just like tired, we want to go out. So then I was like, okay, do you know any skills? And they said, most of us know how to sew. So then I told them, then why don't you go ask a tailoring shop or any tailoring shop, ask them, is there any job I can take on here? That way you can earn money and you can also benefit from it. And many of them have gone and benefited from this, and they have jobs now. I also, like, whenever I did this, I also told the institution what I did. That way they would be aware of what I was doing. And the institution also tried to help by telling, trying to find tailor shops for them. That way it would be easier. And most of them in the slum now have jobs, and they get money from sewing. Education. Education was also a problem, meaning the children would go up until a certain stage, but their family wouldn't be able to send them to college. And if they did, they would send their sons, but not their daughters. So I talked to a group of people, not just the children, with this. I told them, hey, you need to send your children, all of your children, both your sons and daughters, to college. And this is because if you send them, this will not only help you later when you become old, because they can help, if they earn, they can help you with your medical expenses or anything. And they will also benefit from this because they'll go far, and then your generation will never come and live a struggling life. They'll live in peace. They won't be struggling with their living. And by this time, they understood that I was here to help them, and they were like, okay, we trust you. And they tried to try to find ways, and they also talked to the institution, and the institution talked to the government, and they figured a way to send them to college. But another thing that also helped was the drinking. Since the drinking had stopped, they had money, and they had enough money to send the children to college, even just a little bit. And the last problem in the slum was health. Many of them, they knew the mosquitoes were bad and that they hurt when they bite you, but they were like, okay, yeah, so what could happen? They just bite you. And then I showed them facts and statistics and told them, look, these mosquitoes can hurt you, and they can cause dengue, and that's not good. And this can go and hurt you very badly in the future. And so by this time again, they trusted me. So then they try to buy those medicine things they keep to make sure that the mosquitoes don't come in their house, or they try to keep coils in the corner of their house. That way they would the mosquitoes would keep away. And they are doing better now. And I also taught them about since the slum is kind of a little bit dirty, I told them, you guys should be more careful with what you do. In the slum, you should wash your hands more often and be clean, because even tiny germs, they can be anywhere, and you can get sick off that too. And this can also decrease your expenses, even without you knowing.